hotkey work for some reason.
What are you doing?
Why is the camera off? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 289 of the Full Podcast. My name is
Eric, I have received feedback that I should stop hitting the mic. That's my
289 episodes recurring.
When I had the mic
it was worse. Because you were fiddling with the spring the whole episode. You can't help himself, people. But it is what it is.
Okay, the audio quality of the show has never been really the point. You know?
Yeah, you know, it's something.
We try.
Mm-hmm.
We try.
With live action to talk about. Did JoJo end up coming out or
yes,
what?
It did. Hype chapter.
What do you think about Araki just spoiling what's going on with the cover of the volume?
No, it didn't. That's the cover of the magazine, Eric, and that did not happen.
Oh, the magazine.
And that was last week's magazine.
The volume cover, Christian.
It's last week's. The volume's coming out at some point.
Okay.
But that was the magazine, and that was last issues.
Okay.
And there's no green rope or.
We are in
the Hell Month.
The Hell Month. First week. Live action's getting us through.
It is. It's news. Now you're playing with the cable.
Doesn't matter. This mic's good.
Well, why would you give me the band mic? When you know I have the issue, right?
Because why would I have the bag mic?
But now you have the Joe Rogan mic.
That's right.
And I have the band mic. You think that would be bad for the audio quality with two different mics?
I'm not made of money here,
but,
right?
You know, it is what it is. Eric, live action came out. It's bad. We kind of knew it would be bad. We told them to do things. They didn't listen.
We'll get into it.
In fact, they chose everything we said not to do, and they did it.
The cope is powerful.
The cope is powerful.
Well, could it be good? Yeah.
I see.
Could it be a bad trailer? Maybe.
It's a god awful trailer. We'll get into why.
Right.
But I can see glimpses of
what they're trying to do. Maybe it's just bad content they chose for the trailer.
Maybe if we take into the context of audience and maybe they just want a PG show that everyone can watch. You know, maybe. No, because you know we don't see any blood. The action's kind of goofy, not serious.
Power Rangers like. So we're gonna consider what they're going for, what they're aiming for. What else has been going on this week?
JoJo, as we said. Eric, rumors are swirling yet again of a Nintendo Direct.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
Pikmin 4, new 2D Mario. Rumors are abound.
We know Pikmin 4 is a thing.
Pikmin.
Well, what Direct. Kind of rumors? Who's saying these rumors?
It's the internet. The internet's ablaze with rumors.
I do not care about Nintendo Direct anymore, Christian. In my mind, the Switch is done.
It's finished.
After Tears of the Kingdom. That's it.
Is the last game Pikmin 4?
Probably.
Okay.
I'm sure a few other things. Maybe Prime 4 comes out on the Switch, even though the new console's out. Some shit like that.
The camera has frozen.
And it's
dead. Well, the technology.
Oh.
The technology may go on fast motion.
Are we caught up?
I think we
Yes.
are. Alright, we're back.
All
Alright.
right.
So, then here's the Rick rumors. Oda on his break. He's probably already had that eye surgery. Volume. You see his volume cover?
I did.
It's a nice volume cover. We get to be rendered properly, but looks nice.
Egghead art.
Eric, why? Oda uses a weird sketch pen. It's like a sponge, textured sponge.
He's like, whatever.
He uses a weird sketch pen.
I like how it's just like all these sketches and then it just like
Bang, done.
cuts over.
Yeah.
And it's like all the clean line work. It's like,
Yeah.
alright. I see. You just like sketching it out. It's, you know.
Yeah.
Now what's going on here? What's Oda doing? Are the volume covers digital?
Yes.
Oh, what other materials digital?
Nothing.
He just does the volume
Volume
covers
covers are digital.
Why?
Practice, I don't know.
Again, maybe for printing or something. Maybe they have to be
Yeah,
digital.
higher quality so they can put them on billboards and fucking...
Maybe like some kind of lettering situation.
Yeah,
or
they
something.
gotta letter it, put the logo on.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there you go. Oda the GOAT. 2 mediums. Peak.
Can we talk...
What?
Maybe this is for another show. We'll get into another show.
What?
But I just
What?
want to roast Naruto for 1 second. But
Cook 'em.
Kishimoto doesn't know how to use Copic markers, and that's just how it is.
Okay.
The bleed's everywhere, it's terrible. The texture is garbage. He doesn't know how to use Copic markers. But, you know, he's a black and white artist, so he
Okay.
can't get a pass with
Cook it.
the volumes. No. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into the show, Eric.
Let's talk about the live action. I didn't want to do it. What? See, Christian,
Why is everything off?
something. We're in the chapter. Christian.
Alright.
We're talking about live
We're
action.
talking about the live action. Alright, Eric.
Live
Live
action.
action. First shot, Fuchsia Village. With the red floors and windmills on the dock. Now, Eric, for the opening shot, why? Obviously, it's the first thing you're probably going to
Romance
see.
Dawn.
Romance Dawn, all that type of thing.
I don't mind the windmills and the.
Wrong. Instantly wrong.
It's not really a harbour town.
No,
like
Eric.
that. It's not really built on the water.
Here's why you're instantly wrong.
Go on.
Logistics. This makes no sense.
Sure.
You have a water source that can power your mills. You don't need windmill on a dock. But Eric, that's what I'm gonna let that slide. Fantasy world, whatever.
Okay.
What I was not gonna let slide. The red force is off to the side and is smaller than the windmills. There's no presence here, Eric. You're supposed to be. You're supposed to be in
It is
awe
a
of
big
this
ship.
You're supposed to be in awe of this ship, like Luffy was when he saw it. But no, it's obscured by windmills that are covering it and are taller than it. So we're already lowering the scale. Alright? Also, why they choose sunrise? You can't see anything in the shot. It's all
Convenient.
black.
Convenient when the siege is going on.
It's fucking sunset, sundown.
The Sea King does look nice though.
Sea King does look nice. We'll get to that. The CG on that thing looks nice. I'm not gonna say it doesn't. All right. So the first things we see are wrong. Poor shot choice. Right, you just got a wide of landscape with the ship, the most important part, off to the side and obscured. What is the main focus here? Is it the windmills?
It's kind of like the sunset, the sunrise.
But the sunset's
windmills
off to the side. Eric.
Windmills are silhouetted. You kind of like, oh, what is it? What's
Eric,
going
the
on?
sun and the sea are off to the side.
I know.
The windmills are in the middle. And then you've got little townships and people walking around. What is the focus of the shot? Why is the sun not rising on the windmills? Why is it off to the side? See, Eric, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you understand the first issues of the first shot? Alright. That's the first shot. Second shot. Overhead shot of the Mary at a dock with workers and craftsmen around. Why is the Mary seemingly being built? One. And two, Syrup Village is going to be completely different.
I think so.
I think Syrup Village is...
Looks good.
Syrup Village is the weakest part of Romance Dawn.
We said they needed to change Orange Town and Syrup Village.
Orange, you can get away with Orange Town.
Okay.
There's some good stuff in Orange Town. Alright? Syrup Village is the weakest part of Romance Dawn, East Blue, we know this. There's going to be massive changes to Syrup Village. But Eric, what they should not change is the origin of the Mary. Why? Because this will fuck Water 7 later on when Usopp has no connection to this ship.
It needs to be an Usopp ship.
It needs to be connected to Usopp. The Mary has to be connected to Usopp. I don't know why it's at the dock, and I don't know why it's being worked on. Alright. The next shot is... Well, Luffy starts talking here, Eric. I don't have a problem with the accent. It's out of place because he's the only character with an accent.
Right, why is
It
it an
makes no
accent?
sense.
Does the accents are in the village?
Alright, if we're doing an international cast, and if we're doing an international show, why is only the main character having an accent? Everyone else is American, but Luffy.
Zoro doesn't have a Japanese accent. Sanji's have a French accent.
We need to hear Sanji speak, we don't know yet, but
Sure.
I imagine he has some sort of British accent.
Will the whole town have a Spanish
But
accent?
why?
The whole town better have a Spanish accent.
Monkey D. Garp better have a Spanish accent.
Right. Otherwise...
Or Ace. Or Zabo. Someone has to have a Spanish accent.
Right.
Otherwise, this makes no sense. Like, more specifically Brazilian, but whatever. Alright?
It needs a Spanish twang.
It needs... Someone in this village needs to be Spanish. Is it Mad Whoop Slap?
Right.
Is it Shanks?
Could be.
Is Shanks Spanish?
Is he just mimicking Shanks' accent?
See, like, this is where we get into issues.
Logistical issues.
Because we're trying to do a worldwide pirating adventure where we go across the planet.
Right.
We interact with
Why
people.
does this kid have this accent?
Why does this child have this accent if everyone around him speaks like an American? It's going to be very confusing and it's going to break immersion. That's my only problem with the accent. I don't mind it. It's fine.
I don't like how Inaki, Christian, delivers dialogue. It's stilted.
He's speaking a second language.
Right, but there's no flow. The intonation's in the wrong place, which is really fucking annoying. I'm not mad about the accent, but the intonation... Hey, take a few takes.
He's putting on a hero voice.
Have a few takes.
Now, the last scene, I'll give him credit. Because I think he's got charm there. He's got a certain charm to him.
Sure.
He's got that...
But him saying, I'm going to be king of the pirates, right? He stops at king and then continues.
Yeah. Well, that's on the director. Make him take it again.
Have a few takes.
In the VO box, take it again.
Right.
Alright. No, he's obviously trying to put on an anime MC voice. Kind of sounding like a little bit like Luffy in the English dub. There's a little bit of accent, a little bit of intonation there. But only at the start of the trailer. It very quickly disappears. That raspiness, that innocence very quickly disappears. Right? No, I don't know. That's what I have to say about the accent.
Now, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
He says, I'm going to be king of the pirates.
That's later on, Eric. We're not up to that scene. Okay. We've got many scenes to go.
Go on.
You cannot skip the scenes because
there's a lot of cuts.
There's a lot of cuts, a lot of transitions, alright? Luffy close-up. And this is where we see Luffy in the costume. Now, Eric, I'm going to let you take the costume because I know you're very upset.
Who's the costume designer? Why is the hat so small?
That's too small.
Why is the brim not larger?
See, I know why the brim is short.
To
show his face, the shadows, blah, blah, blah.
Right? No.
You need the brim.
It actually looks like a toy hat. It doesn't look like a straw hat.
The leather strap's fine. I got no problem with that.
Right.
Would I prefer the rope strap? Yes. But Eric, why is...
First of all, a grown man with a huge mustache is supposed to be wearing this hat at some point, by the way. Just a heads up.
That's true.
A big muscle man, crucial. This hat has to go down the line. Shanks has to be wearing this hat.
I know. The brim is too short. You can't get any cool shots with that brim.
You know how we fix that issue, Christian?
Make the brim look bigger.
We get a mirror and put it on his face.
have a
When he's talking, so there's no shadow on his face.
We have the director of photography work it out.
Yeah, instead of removing the sandals cushion. See, this is what we're talking about with the sandal gate.
Yeah. Give him moccasins. Why is he wearing this weird sand shoes?
When we're talking about the sandals, we go, this is a problem for many reasons. First of all, it's going to mean they're going to take shortcuts.
Eric, guess how many times you see Luffy's feet in this trailer? Once. When he's underwater being drowned. It's not an issue. They should have just had the sandals.
Right. I also have issues with him not being in his normal outfit a lot. Seems like they're going to do a costume change every 3 seconds. But
we'll get into that. Now, my problem is...
The Straw Hat, the iconography of the whole show, the Straw Hat Pirates, looks like shit.
The hat doesn't look good. Hat doesn't look good. Now, let's talk about the costume. The vest. It's too pristine, it's too thick. Why is this... It looks like cosplay. Why? Because it is too pristine, stitched to perfection.
It should be linen.
It should be linen. It should be fucked up a little bit. He's a poor pirate kid from a small town. He didn't just buy this vest. He's supposed to be wearing this vest. He's supposed to be wearing it every day.
Because
that's all he owns.
Right.
He doesn't have a wardrobe. So, Eric, the character is every aspect
Where
of
are
the
they
character.
getting all these clothes from?
Again, we'll get to that. Eric, we're not up to that.
Okay.
We're talking about the classic red vest.
Because they buy clothes in Logtown.
Eric, it's a...
And a fish, and a swordfish cushion, if you remember.
Eric, and the whole money thing is essential to Nami's character.
They don't have any pot.
They don't have any money to go shopping. She spends the money on clothes. It's part of the gag. It's a problem, alright? Eric, the clothes are too pristine. The backgrounds, in this smoke-filled workshop, this working hub of activity...
I kind of get it. They're trying to go for a busy dock.
Busy dock, it's gritty, it's grimy. We got browns, we got deep reds, we got oranges, rust. And then you got this bright ass red vest.
The set design's clashing with the
costume design,
which is odd.
The set design clashes with the costume design. That's why it looks off.
Right. If
the two matched, it would be okay. It would kind of work. We'll get to the cheapness of the sets later. Some of the sets don't look good, like the Zoro one, but we'll get to that. Alright?
That's mostly CG.
We'll get to it.
Or it's a really fucking weird choice in focus.
And they just put sand in a weird room. I don't know. But anyway, the vest clashes with the background. The background's gritty as fuck. It's rusty. It's got fucking grime and grit and mist and smoke and shit. Right. Luffy's outfit, pristine, freshly washed, freshly pressed, straight from the dry cleaner.
Right.
Doesn't make any fucking sense. And that's why it clashes. It doesn't look right. Right? So, Eric, we said, just copy the tone of Pirates of the Caribbean. Jack Sparrow is wearing fancy clothes, but they're dirty and grimy as fuck.
Filthy, because he's a pirate.
He's a filthy pirate. Alright? He's dirty, he's grimy, he's gritty.
Right.
Match it with the background. Match it with the sets. It's not that much to ask. Right? That's that scene, Eric. It goes up, he touches the Mary. There's no other Straw Hats here. Where's Usopp? Many questions. Concerning. I don't think this means he gets it straight off the bat, because you do see the barrel and other things.
And the dinghy.
But Super Village is definitely changed a fuckload. We can agree with that.
Right.
Alright.
It might be better if they actually just center it around the Mary. Because the Mary's kind of an afterthought after Super Village. If they write the script around Super Village and around the memory and I don't know, Kuro's trying to steal the ship or something, and it's actually Kaya's ship.
Well, Luffy and Zoro and Nami do have conversations about we need a real ship.
Right, but if the plot revolves around the Mary in Super Village,
like Usopp's Kuro's trying to the inheritance is Mary,
right,
and he's trying to get the ship so he can
run away with the money. Steal the ship to leave or something.
Super Village can be improved.
And it has sentimental value to Kai instead of just being the sheep butler's fucking ship.
Yeah. I mean, it does have sentimental value. But,
sure, but or it's Usopp's mother's ship or something.
Super Village can be improved. We're not going to deny that, right? Next shot. Right? Well, we just said multiple shots. Alright. Shot of Luffy sitting with the Mary on top of the Baratie in the background. Now, this is the worst shot in the series, in the trailer. This is the worst shot in the trailer, and I've got copious notes on it, Eric.
Go on.
Another pristine outfit. A cute as fuck. Overalls.
I don't know what's going on.
A cover page. A color page outfit.
Right.
Why is he wearing this? How are we supposed to feel like Luffy's raw in this?
He's gonna fight Don Great in this.
No, he's not. He's fighting Don Krieg in a blue outfit because there's another costume change during Baratie for some reason.
Okay.
Alright? So he arrives at Baratie wearing this overalls and shirt, this weird costume that's from a color page. It's not actually in the manga because Oda knows what he's doing. Alright?
Right.
Another pristine outfit.
Is Zoro and shit gonna have a costume change?
Yeah,
well,
I saw Usopp with a couple. Usopp's got a couple.
Right.
I'm sure Nami will. But Eric. The Baratie. Let's talk about the Baratie, Eric. What is the Baratie?
Restaurant.
Is it a classy restaurant?
Sorta.
It's a sort of classy restaurant.
It's famous, it's classy, but the workers are bums.
The workers are gruff and whatever. They're
But
bums.
it's supposed to be a fine...
Like a fine dining
restaurant.
Why does it look like a 1930s brothel?
They're going for gritty.
Neon lights. Coloured stained windows. Dark wood. Does the fucking Baratie have dark wood on it? No, it's supposed to be inviting. It's supposed to be light. It's supposed to be classy.
A nice restaurant, Christian, with refined gentleman Sanji in there.
That's right. It fits Sanji's character.
The aristocratics of,
He's blue go there
He's
to eat,
blue
like
go
full
there.
body and whatever, right? Now, Eric, why is there Chinese lanterns at the front of this building?
It's a fresh restaurant, isn't it?
It looks like an opium den.
Is it not a French restaurant?
It's supposed to be a classy, fresh restaurant.
Right.
With gruff waiters and gruff men in it. Alright? It's supposed to be classy. It's white, it's clean, it's got the fish head on it, and that's the focus, and that's a little bit of flair.
Which we don't really see in this
We
shot.
just kind of see it.
You just see the sign.
But Eric, it's terrible.
Which is who is this trailer for? Because we'll get to that at the end. Because I got like issues with the messaging of this trailer.
Eric, it looks like a Disneyland like Song of the South type ride. Like we're in New Orleans. Here's a New Orleans style restaurant,
right, with
the neon and the dark wood, and they've got the ragtime music playing in the fucking background. It doesn't look like a classy restaurant where a refined individual like
Is it
Sanji
dusk
would be.
again?
Yes.
Is the whole thing at dusk?
Probably. Right? Now the color grading is all off. We'll get to that. But the ship doesn't look bad. The ship is out of place and doesn't fit the arc / the characters that are within the ship.
Right.
And that's the issue.
I'm interested to see inside what the set design looks like.
They butchered the Baratie, Eric. Now, Eric, it's the contrast with Don Krieg. With his barbaric ship when it turns up. You got this nice little small restaurant ship. Cute, classy, light, airy. And then Don Krieg's huge monstrous ship turns up. It's for contrast, it's for, drama, and of course Mihawk cuts it.
And also kind of the contrast of the workers and the
the innocent people versus the hungry pirates.
Yeah.
It has reason, it has purpose.
Do you buy that rich individuals and high class individuals go to this restaurant?
No. I don't. And that's the problem. It looks cool if it was something else. But Eric, Oda designed it for a reason, and they said, no, we're going to use our reason, and it's worse.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be a theme park attraction. Alright? And I hate this shot. Because it's emblematic of the whole show. They're changing Oda's vision for no reason. The Baratie was designed with a purpose, and they're changing that purpose to fit so it looks more impressive, I guess.
It just looks more gritty. Like the whole set designs are gritty, and then the characters aren't. It's weird.
Yeah. Right, move it on, Eric. Shot of Shelltown, it's fine.
Fucking, what is this architectural design?
Eric, it's obviously a shot of...
It's like a South American town, sorta.
Yeah, maybe European on the coast. Coastal European.
The Navy architecture doesn't fit in.
Yeah, because they fucking
Slapped
dropped
it on top.
Well, that could
I
be a
guess.
thing.
But then it's sandstone as well, sorta.
Sorta. Eric, I don't have a real problem with this shot. It's alright. Now, here's the shot where Luffy says, I want to be king of the pirates. This shot has nothing to do with Luffy's dream. Why did they choose this shot for Luffy to say, I want to be king of the pirates?
Also, the normie audience doesn't know what that means. There's no shot of Roger.
No shot of treasure. Show some treasure.
There's no shot of pirates.
Show the character.
There's no shot of Shanks. Clearly. If this was me, I would center the whole fucking first trailer around Romance Dawn.
Yeah.
Set it up, hype it up.
Yeah.
The dangerous bandit. Pirates, Christian. You flash Roger. The pirating. The treasure, the execution.
You should be telling people what the premise is.
I don't even know what is this.
Who is the Pirate King? Why did he want to be the Pirate King?
What is the pirate?
This trailer is awful. It doesn't communicate anything.
I don't really see any pirates of any like.
There's Alvina, whatever.
Yeah, but if a normal,
we haven't seen that yet.
If a normal person, they want to see a Jack Sparrow.
We actually don't know this is about pirates yet because there hasn't been any pirates.
Right.
There's pirates after this
guy with a straw hat.
With a straw hat. He looks at a boat.
Right.
You don't know that there's pirates yet. He says, I want to be king of the pirates. With a shot of Shelltown, just scenery. Why? Have a shot of Roger. Have a shot of Luffy himself.
Have a shot of the Mary on the ocean, at least.
Have a shot of Luffy smiling and saying it out to the sunset.
There's also no real shot of the vast sea in this.
I think, yeah, they need like a drone shot or something.
Right.
Shelltown is kind of that shot, but it's weird. It's a weird shot to choose, Eric. Why choose
this
shot?
A lot of land in this trailer, Christian.
That's true. There's a bit of pirate battles, but yeah. Alright. Now, of course, we go to Zoro on the cross. This set is awful.
Did you see Morgan in the background?
I did. It's...
The
again, it's pristine. It doesn't fit. It's like a painting.
This is the most uncanny...
It's like an anime style painting in a 16th century era show. And it's pristine and it looks perfect and it fucking doesn't fit and it's not centered behind Zoro, it's to another side of him. What are they doing? Has anyone worked on a film before? I haven't worked on a film before.
There's a lot of compositional issues in this trailer.
Composition is garbage.
I don't mind the shot of Zoro on the cross though. It's not bad.
Beric, the set's terrible.
Yeah, this is clearly like some kind of sand.
This is some back lot in Hollywood sandpit.
When they
put
weird. Like CG walls around it, like the.
It just looks like a set, like a Hollywood set.
It looks fake.
Yeah, like someone built this set in 2 days.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it does look real. It looks bad. It's a bad set. All right. Zoro is also in pristine clothes, no grit or grime. He is supposed to be on this cross dying.
He's kind of dirty.
He's a little bit dirty. Why did they refuse to dirty the character's clothes in any way? Did no one think these characters have to be sweating? Eric, again,
he's on a cross for days.
Eric, we take it back to Pirates of the Caribbean, right? When those guys are about to be getting hung, they're dirty, they're grimy. Why? Because they're covered in fucking dirt, and it's wet, and it's terrible. This actor is not sweating. He's supposed to be sweating in the sun. Where's the sweat? Where's the dirty armpits and the sweat running down the chest? Make this man look like he's suffering. He doesn't. He just looks like he could break out at any moment.
Right.
Not good. Terrible. Terrible shot. Terrible scene, Eric. Eric, of course. We see Zoro. He's alright. The hair's fine. I don't know. Yeah.
He looks okay.
He looks alright.
A bit thin, but alright.
He's a bit thin, but you know. We can work on that, Eric. We can get in the gym. We roid it up.
Sanji's bigger than...
Sanji's fucking yacked. Alright. But...
This man's
we see Zoro.
This man's supposed to be picking up a building in the next season, by the way.
Let's hope they don't do that.
Just quietly.
Arlong's supposed to be building a building this season.
True.
Luffy's supposed to be demolishing a building this season. No fish. We'll get to that, Eric. Which is a big concern of mine, Eric.
Now, the cope out there is... This is a year-old footage.
Oh my god. It doesn't matter. It's shot. It's filmed.
Yeah, but the CG elements could have been adjusted, I guess. Because they had to make the trailer. It's not done. It's coming out in August.
It's coming out in August. It's like a month away.
Yeah, but the trailer would have been in production longer before.
Yeah, it's not a year-old footage, Eric. That's his fucking cope.
That is the cope.
That's cope. It's not. And it's been confirmed that it's not.
Okay.
So... Doesn't even make sense.
Right.
But yeah. Alright. Alright, now we get a shot of Luffy talking to Zoro. I don't mind the actor himself when he's talking. He's got the goofy charm. He's got the charisma. I can see it. I can see the Luffy element in it.
There's like this weird disconnect that where they're going for it, I'm not sure. But like you never really see an over the shoulder. Like,
Yeah.
They don't really feel like they're in the same location.
Well, you do when Zoro's on the cross. Luffy's kind of in the fucking corner there. But it doesn't. You don't see a long wide shot.
There's no dialogue delivering via over the shoulder. It's kind of like they're disconnected. Which may be what they're going for. I don't know.
I don't mind Luffy here.
Okay.
He's got some charm, Eric. He's a decent actor, but again, English second language, and he cannot do action to save his life. And we'll get into that very shortly, Eric. Now, Eric, we get some shot of boats on foggy water. This is the original boat, so the Mary is probably into a village.
Right.
Alright. Shot of Zoro fighting. He's fighting a clown man in a Japanese style forest. This is either Orange Town,
According to...
or it is when Zoro fought Mr. whatever,
Seven.
Mr. Seven.
Apparently, well, Netflix tweeted and said Zoro vs. Mr. Seven.
So Zoro versus Mr. Seven. So this is that scene, that little flashback scene where he got his legend.
Right.
Alright. Now, Eric, the fighting itself. The actual like filming of it is fine. The choreography is slow, not great. Looks like Power Rangers.
Right.
Now, I don't know if this what rating this show is gonna get. Is there blood? What kind of what rating are we going for? Because if they can't show blood, Zoro can never get a hit. You know, I don't know what the story is there.
No teeth, no sword and teeth is shot either.
You know,
And when are we gonna see that?
we'll see. But that's the thing about this, Eric. The action is shot okay, but the choreography is not there.
It's almost like they needed another year of training with Zoro's actor.
Yeah.
He's kind of still doing the moves instead of just...
There's no impact.
He doesn't look like a martial artist. He looks like a guy trying to memorize the choreography.
Yeah.
Everything's a little bit hesitant with the sword swings.
Yeah. There's also no impact of the swords. Are they actually touching each other?
Right.
Again, it feels like Power Rangers. Alright? Now, Eric, first shot of Nami. Here. What's with the wig?
Why is she in a wig?
What's the wig? Could she not have dyed her hair?
Terrible wig. Her hair's kind of light enough.
Yeah, also her hair's like naturally brown.
It's fine.
It's fine. This is a weird fucking wig.
It's like all fucked up and shredded and shit.
I mean, Let's go for the grip, but Eric, it's weird. It's a weird wig, and it doesn't look good.
Right.
It's not a good wig. You know. I think Zora... Is Zora wearing a wig? Probably, right?
Probably, you would imagine.
Zora's wig looks decent enough.
Right.
But Nami's wig does not look good here, in this shot. Looks terrible, right? Lack of movement, kind of lack of any kind of hairstyle here, kind of just like a short bob. There's no real flair to it. It doesn't look right.
Right.
Alright? Nami seems... Now, here's my biggest concern about the show, Eric. That Nami is just going to be annoyed the entire time.
She's kind of like a female Zora in this.
Nami is going to be annoyed the entire time. She's going to be a snark master. And she's going to be annoyed the entire time. And that is going to annoy the shit out of me. And that's not what Nami is. Nami has multiple aspects of her character. Yeah, she gets annoyed at Luffy and Zoro. We know this. But also, Eric, where's the excitement and glee for the treasure?
Where's the vulnerability?
Where's the vulnerability? Where's the actual genuine caring? But she gets that in Arlong Park. She kind of always cared, but
right.
Arlong Park. Now, you know, we'll get to the argument soon, Eric. But she's talking about the Grand Line here. The audience has no fucking idea what the Grand Line is. They don't know that the treasure is at the end of the Grand Line.
They don't know what the one. They don't know what. No one said One Piece.
No one said I'm going for the One Piece.
No one said One Piece in this trailer.
Why is it called One Piece? No one fucking knows.
Right.
Why are we going to the Grand Line? No one fucking knows.
What is the Pirate King?
What is the Pirate King? All these questions never answered in this trailer, right? And of course, now we get shots of various characters, Eric. Alright? We get a shot of the Lord of the Coast. CG monsters look bad, Eric.
Look good.
Eric, I'm already enraged.
What?
Shanks, why is he on this boat?
Is he on the boat?
He is on the boat.
Or is it the car?
No, you can see him clearly in the boat when the boat is bitten. Shanks is supposed to teleport and grab Luffy and then get his arm bitten.
Are they nerfing the power?
Are they nerfing the power levels?
Right.
We'll see.
But how does he row out there?
Quick, you know? Shanks is supposed to only have focus on Luffy because he cares about Luffy. He's not supposed to be looking at the Lord of the Coast and arguing with him, and then he gets his arm bitten off. He's not supposed to be struggling on the boat. Lord of the Coast takes a crunch out of the boat. Shanks is supposed to be wobbling on the boat. No. The rawness of that scene is that Shanks comes out of nowhere, and then the reveal is he lost his arm. And they can't fuck that up, Eric. If they fuck that up, then there's a cardinal sin on the show, and it'll never be forgiven.
It's not looking good.
Because they're gonna fuck up the Shanks setup. Like, you can't fuck up the Shanks setup, Eric. You cannot fuck up the Shanks setup.
No. Will he scare the Lord of the Coast off?
He better.
Well, he's hacky.
Eric, is there gonna be Black Lightning? Is there gonna be some crazy shit?
Is it gonna be like a wind pulse on the sea?
Who knows, Eric? But I'm gonna be very upset if they fuck up that Shanks entrance. Alright. Next scene. Buggy! Buggy surprisingly looks good here.
Decent.
Who would have thought Buggy looks kinda good?
A little bit Joker-like-esque.
But, okay,
He's
works.
gritty.
Yeah, he gets to be gritty.
Right.
No one else does but Buggy. Buggy actually fits in the world, which is fucking crazy.
He fits the set.
He fits the set. He fits the at least the shot.
Right.
We don't know what he looks like in broad daylight. Whatever.
Hopefully he's memeing. I don't want him to be a fucking Joker.
Well, he is kind of
dick.
He is kind of just a dick in Orange Town.
He does get kicked in the dick. And he does make meme faces when, you know, the cannonball gets turned
yeah,
around.
but at the start he's playing up as like a serious villain.
Sure. But we need the turn is the comedic part.
That's true. Alright. Buggy actually was good. Alvida's ship.
This is full CG.
That's a real ship, Eric. I'll tell you right now. The ship exists in real life.
Something when I don't.
The color grading is awful. So it looks basically CG.
Also at night.
It's not at night. It's like kind of early morning.
Well, he punches her at night.
Yeah, he punches her at night. But Alvida's ship, the ship battle with the cannons going off, Her ship is too oversaturated and it doesn't fucking fit. It looks like she just pulled out of the garage and had her boat painted. Too much. Alright? Tone it down a little bit.
Right.
Alright. Shot of the treasure scene, Eric. The treasure scene with the cringe. Alright? We have Nami and Zoro arguing, which is like not really a thing that happened. They don't really argue. Nami just tells him to shut up and stop being an idiot, and Zoro ignores her. And that's kind of the dynamic.
Okay.
Alright? Then Luffy says a line Luffy would never say.
Because he wouldn't really register it.
Because he wouldn't really register it, nor would he ever say this. He says, I feel like there's a little tension amongst the crew. Why did they turn my boy into a Marvel character? This is not comedy. Who laughed at this?
I don't know what they're trying to go for.
Also, why would Nami be upset that Zoro has the treasure? Why is she excited to look at the treasure?
To maybe steal it.
To maybe steal it. Eric, her whole character is she needs treasure to give to Arlong. To free her people. Right? She loves treasure. She loves everything about money. That's her character. Alright? And for a very good reason.
Do you think they're going to change it? Do you think they're going to change the money or the
no,
tricking?
They better not.
The tricking of the boys with the underwear.
Nami needs to be underhanded a little bit. She needs to be a little grimy, a little gritty with the money, right? She should be excited to see what the treasure is, not complaining that Zoro is slamming it down too hard. She knows what treasure is, Eric. It's gold. It's jewelry. You sell it. No one cares if it's damaged. What the fuck is this?
Right.
Why is Nami upset in every scene?
We hope they don't do this in Nami, because this is a Hollywood trope.
We need all aspects of Nami. Otherwise, she's gonna be unlikable as fuck. And then Arlong Park's gonna turn up, and no one's gonna like her, and the scene's not gonna work. When she stabs herself in the arm. Are they even gonna do that? We don't even know if there's blood in this show. So, I'm very concerned about Nami. From this trailer.
She has to stab herself in the arm.
If that Arlong Park scene does not happen, this show is bankrupt and doesn't need to exist. It doesn't need to exist already.
She has to stab herself in the arm. That's the crescendo of all the pain.
All the pain, she finally lets it out. She stabbed with the tattoo that Arlong gave her, that Arlong's ownership over her. It's such a good scene. And what makes Arlong Park great, that scene, and then Luffy puts the hat, and then the Master Arlong Park. It is the first truly golden moment in One Piece. It is a top 10 moment in One Piece. And it's early on, and it's what gets people hooked. Is this scene?
Do you think Mihawk's gonna cut the galleon in half?
Bro, you better do something.
Because he's supposed to be top tier.
This might show us where they're going
to
to
I don't really know where the scale is.
I don't really want them to go full scale. I'm going to say that. I don't mind if they turn down the scale a little bit so we can keep the threat levels intact.
Okay.
Because, it's not an anime. I can't have Zoro fucking throw a fucking apartment building.
Okay.
It was weird in the manga when he did that. I'm going to be honest. Alright? But Eric. We can't have Nami's character fucked up. Otherwise, Arlong Park's not going to work, and we're going to have major issues. Nami has to have fun. That's half her character, is having fun.
And the struggle that she doesn't
Nami is fun.
She kind of doesn't really want to connect with the crew because she knows but she does.
Yeah.
There's a nuance there with her character.
Yeah.
Luffy doesn't believe she's a bad person.
Nami is a true pirate. She likes the fun. She likes the adventure.
Right.
But yeah, she gets scared, she gets a little terrified. But that's also part of her character. And then she fronts up and faces the danger. Not she's stoic and annoyed the entire fucking time. Because that's not what she is. And they better not fuck it up. Better not fuck it up.
Okay.
But that's my comments on this scene. I'm a little concerned, Eric. Right. Also, I don't want... Nami, Luffy's not supposed to do the one-liners. That's Sanji's bit. Sanji has the one-liners. Sanji's the kind of witty, charming guy. It's not Luffy. That's supposed to be Sanji.
Luffy fucks around, he handles business.
You know, Mr. Prince. The sarcastic kind of way he talks to Crocodile. That's supposed to be Sanji. It's not supposed to be Luffy. Right? Please don't do it. But anyway. Short of Sanji in what looks to be Arlong Park. This might be the only scene of Arlong Park in this, trailer. The camera is down. But there you go.
Might come back. Who
Might
knows?
come back. Sanji, this is the first shot of Sanji, by the way.
Sanji looks alright.
Sanji looks alright.
Wasn't he kicking the plate?
You can't even see him.
Right.
And that's in the action kind of montage.
Okay.
First shot of Sanji here. He looks alright. He looks like a Chad. His upper body is larger than his lower body, which is a little bit of an issue, but you know, you can't really choose with the actors. Or,
right.
You know, it is what it is there.
Okay.
But Sanji. Looking raw. Sanji looks raw.
Looks better than
Sanji fans
eating
with the live action Sanji.
Sure.
Looking raw.
No swirly eyebrows. Good.
Fine. I don't give a fuck.
Good.
It's like not even part of the story.
Right. No memes between Zoro and Sanji in this trailer.
No.
Question. Who is this?
Why is it the snark between Zoro and Sanji? Why is it between Zoro and Nami? It's not the dynamic.
Right. Odd.
Nami's supposed to be the one keeping the boys in line.
Kind of like the mother of the crew.
She gives them the concerns. She gives them the worries. The boys do it anyway, and then she joins in anyway. Right?
Right.
She has fun. She does lots of things. Please. Alright? Then we have Luffy, Sanji diving in to save Luffy from the water. It's just, this kid is like not Inaki. He's like a stunt double. He looks like a child.
I don't know. Maybe it's the outfits.
Luffy did a new outfit, by the way.
Right. He doesn't, like... They're putting him in, like, weird outfits to maybe look younger than what he is.
Yeah. Alright, a scene of Luffy fighting in Shelltown. God awful.
Horrible.
This actor doesn't know how to fight, and that's fine, but you gotta get someone who does. This is why we get stunt doubles
Luffy's been training
stunt actors.
Luffy's been training for 10 years in the jungle.
His punches have no impact because there's no follow through. There's no massive recoil, Eric. That's what gives Luffy his impact. When he throws a punch, he kind of lifts off the ground because of his rubber powers and the recoil. That's what makes Luffy's rubber powers impactful.
Right.
And Oda knows this because he's intelligent and smart, alright, and knows how to create impact. Luffy has no impact here. There's no follow through. He kind of stands still, throws an uppercut. There's no turnaround. There's no movement.
It's floaty.
The camera's movement.
I don't know how he made it floaty.
The camera's still.
How did he make it floaty?
Luffy can't fight. And that's going to be the issue because Luffy's the one who mostly fights.
He's the strongest. And a high battle IQ. How's he going to fight Arlong?
I don't know. Eric, and we'll get to that at the end. There's no fisherman in this trailer.
Interesting.
And there's 2 attacks from Luffy, and they're both bad.
Right.
Alright. Now, Eric, scene of them all fighting in Shelltown. Looks like Power Rangers. There's no real impact here. Nami's swinging the staff around, staff skills.
Cushion gets his staff skills.
Staff skills!
The monkey's perfect. Cushion demanded the staff skills.
I got him, but
and he got
at what cost?
Action.
At what cost?
At what cost, indeed.
At what cost? Eric. Usopp with a tiny slingshot. Okay. Right. Alright, now we get to the last scene. Or the second last scene. Luffy does Gom Gom Pistol. It's fucking terrible. There's no one's coping on this, Eric. Everyone knows it looks bad.
Why, like...
Because they're copying the panel. But Eric, the panel had camera movement. It had an arc to it. It had perspective.
And Luffy's throwing his fist back is a lot faster.
Also, that's not done with enough impact.
The ease is backwards. It should ease in, not out. What's happening?
Also, the sound effects sound like shit. The sound design's not good.
It sounds like a stretching snake.
Yeah, the sound effects aren't good. Sound design terrible. And then we get a music stinger. The music in this trailer is fucking garbage.
Right.
By the way, it's like generic. You can't really tell it's about pirates. It's just fucking generic trailer music. It's got weird stings. It's fucking garbage.
Right. Like, the Gum Pistol's horrible.
It's garbage. Eric, there's no way around it. Alvina also doesn't. I don't know what the fuck. There's no presence with her. She's supposed to be menacing a little bit.
There's no snap and pop.
No.
It's Mr. Fantastic.
And it's
shit. That's not how Luffy's rubber works.
It's not fast enough.
I feel like there's gonna be so many issues with this thing where Luffy just doesn't use his rubber ability.
Yeah.
Because of the CG budget.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna be a guy.
See, Luffy uses it all the time in the manga for action and comedy.
Right.
He uses it a lot for comedy.
Especially early One Piece.
Yeah, especially East Blue One Piece.
Is he gonna do Gum Net against Don Krieg?
Yeah.
Is he gonna do Gum fucking Jackhammer?
Eric, why does...
No Jackhammer, that's one of my favourite moves.
You're not gonna get jacked. There's no way you get that move.
What's he gonna do, Bazooka?
He's gonna do nothing. Eric, Alvina, let's talk about Alvina for a second here.
Not really in the trailer.
She's got one shot where she gets punched in the face. Kobe's also in this shot.
Looking like Kobe.
Looking like Kobe, whatever. But Eric, she's supposed to be menacing and a bully to Kobe. She's shorter than Kobe.
Is she?
Yes. She also has no screen presence or any menace about her.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Terrible.
Now this could be a very, very, very poor trailer, Kusha.
And it is.
And it is.
No, not could be.
And
it
maybe
is.
the show's okay.
That's the code, bro.
Okay.
Alright. Narek.
But I don't see any visceral action.
Narek, also, like, the only person who actually might look their age is Zoro. Zoro's like 19, right?
Sanji's too old.
Sanji looks too old. Luffy, it can work. They're just gonna
figure out the costume.
They're just figure out this costume for Nami. Nami's fine. Usopp's fine. It's just like Sanji and Sanji looks out of place. It's probably the only one that looks too old, too out of place. But yeah. And that's the we get the Luffy and Zoro talking here. Eric, I see the actor for Luffy here, Eric. He tells Zoro all great fighters call it their finishing moves. You know, Luffy wouldn't say this, but whatever. Alright.
They kind of have to give an explanation as to why.
Zoro better not do it then.
Onigiri? No.
The only person who should do it then is Luffy.
In the whole show.
Yeah. So I can see the charm in this shot. I can see him smile, him act innocent, act like Luffy here.
Right.
I can see it in this shot. And Zoro says no they don't, and then there's a sting, and that's supposed to be funny, I guess. Again, terrible trailer.
Alright, so who's this trailer for?
Who's the trailer for?
The fans.
Yeah, it's not for new people.
It's not for new people at all.
Because they don't explain what the One Piece is. They don't explain what piracy means. They don't explain who the Pirate King is.
Yeah. And if it's for the fans, where's the Mihawk sighting? Where's the Roger sighting?
Where's the Arlong?
Where's the cut? Where's the cut of the march on Arlong Park?
It's a terrible trailer.
There's so many iconic scenes in the East Blue that I could pick from,
and they
didn't pick any.
Eric, what baffles me the most is the shot of Shelltown as Luffy says, "I'm gonna be Pirate King." It's got nothing to do with anything. And it like confuses people because they don't know what the fuck Pirate King is.
Why isn't Luffy saying it like on screen? Like it may be showing his like his eyes and his dream, and you know the wonderment he has in his eyes.
The trailer's fucking garbage.
It's odd.
Alright.
Who cut this?
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't have any footage to work with.
There's only really one CG creature, and that's the Lord of the Coast.
Looks good.
Looks good. We also know there's the cowfish in Arlong Park.
Right.
There's also a lot of fishmen. There's Hachi, Arlong, Kurobi, the Lips guy,
Right.
and the goons. There's fishmen goons. And we don't see any of them here. Are they rushing to get this fisherman stuff done?
Okay. Interesting. Maybe they're costumes, maybe they're CG. Who knows? Alright? But this is the thing. This is what they can't fuck up. Don't fuck up the Shanks scene. Number one. Okay?
Don't fuck up the Mihawk scene.
Don't fuck up the Mihawk. Don't fuck up the Nami scene. Do not fuck up Arlong Park. March on Arlong Park and the whole scene.
You can't fuck that up.
Because that is the Hulk of
That is the moment when they are officially a crew.
Right. You can't fuck that up.
The original 5 are a crew
I swear to fucking Christ.
and loyal at that moment, at that exact moment. That's when the crew is officially formed.
If Nami doesn't get a knife and dig it into her arm, throw it in the garbage.
It doesn't need to exist. It just doesn't need to exist. And if that doesn't happen...
And people saying that it could only be benefit... It could damage your brand. Make no mistake.
Yeah, you can damage your brand.
Predictions on Rotten Tomatoes or Metacritic. This is going to get 30 or less.
Well, the critics aren't going to fucking understand anything.
I agree. But also fans bomb it. This is going to be a 20% on everything.
It's not going to be good. Now, there are people cope. Twitter is full of cope.
They like seeing the word Baratie. And I like seeing the Mary and...
But it's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's all against the vision. It's all going counter to Oda's vision and what the show's about.
Morge is somewhat of a filmmaker, and he's not bringing up these points. It's shot poorly.
Eric, can we talk about
the composition's poor?
Eric, we've talked about... We've talked about the composition.
What are these pans?
The composition's amateur.
Why are we gonna draw a shot of like the harbour and you can't see anything?
Eric, again, it's.
I understand if you're going through the ropes and you see the ship and you see the whole harbour and
it's some cinematography, Eric.
It either feels like
the camera's static as fuck. It doesn't move, and there's no creativity. It's front-on shots.
The most charitable thing I can cope is that this is like early footage, unfinished CG. They just had to get a trailer out for this fucking Netflix day.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can really...
And the colour balancing is fucked.
And the rumour
that
they had to do reshoots.
Yeah.
Because the test went shit. Possible.
Eric,
it's coming in August though. So
Eric,
maybe not
the
great.
colour grading is all off. It's fucked.
The colour grading could work if it changes from island to island to give it a vibe. But in cutting in the trailer, you got a whole bunch of different vibes. Kind of doesn't really work for the trailer.
I think the colour grading's fucked.
I can understand if each arc has a different colour grading.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going for that.
Sure, but again, why does Luffy stand out like a sore thumb in an industrial style dock? Alright? The colour grading's fucked. Everything's too red and orange.
Saturated.
It's oversaturated.
That's kind of weird because like
they're trying to go for that Caribbean.
The real built things.
Yeah.
Are dark woods.
Yeah.
Greys. Dirty.
I know.
Like the fish head of the Baratie is kind of grey.
Yeah.
Instead of pristine white. And then Luffy's fully saturated.
Yeah, like I said, the colour grading is fucked. Right?
Maybe it was gritty, and then they go, no, you have to brighten it up because of fucking whatever the fuck. Who knows what's going on?
Yeah, the costumes and the sets don't match. The colour grading's bad. The cinematography doesn't look good. The music is terrible. The sound design is terrible.
Concerns over Nami.
Massive concerns over Nami's character and portrayal in this series. And we need the fun Nami. If you don't have the fun Nami, no one's gonna fucking like her. And this is what modern writers get wrong. Your characters need to have fun, otherwise no one's gonna like them. Even Guts has fun, Eric. Even a character who's all about depression and sadness has fun at some point.
Has to be some limit.
Because there needs to be some reason to keep on going.
Right, they can't write Nami as a Miss Marvel clone.
No, they can't write Nami as a strong woman.
Captain Marvel.
Because that's not her role. Her role is to, sure, be the mother figure of the Straw Hats, look after the Straw Hats, but she also has fun. She also has her own gags and character quirks. She's got the sexuality.
What if they're like, no, Nami's a strong woman, so she's not gonna ask Luffy for help in Arlong Park. She's gonna.
If Nami doesn't ask Luffy for help in Arlong Park, I'm gonna throw Matt Owens out a window, metaphorically.
Okay.
All right. I'm not actually gonna do it, but I'm gonna go on Twitter, and I'm gonna be mad.
Maybe.
Because Eric, Luffy is the captain, and Luffy gets the job done, and that's the whole fucking premise of the show. Everyone gravitates around Luffy because Luffy gets the job done, and he's got a heart of gold, and they're gonna believe in the captain. Right? If Nami does not ask Luffy for help,
I can see it going that direction.
this show might be the worst adaptation of all time.
I can see them.
They don't understand the show, Eric.
I can see them not going for the money trope. They can see them going for the non-sexuality trope.
Eric,
I can see them just turning this into a...
Eric, if they literally do not do that scene, they do not understand the core concept of One Piece. If they don't do the Nami asking Luffy for help out Marshall Arlong Park scene, it is garbage.
Marshall Arlong Park has to be perfect. It has to be.
Because that's going to be the final episode.
That's the emotional hook of One
And that's
Piece.
the final episode.
Nah.
Well, we're going to go to Logtown and fuck around.
They got the foot in the barrel in the trailer.
That'll be the fucking post-credit. Eric, I don't know how this... It got cut down from 10 to 8 episodes. So...
That probably ended going on, like, at the Grand Line. But holy fuck. If they fuck up Arlong Park, if they fuck up the March on Arlong Park, throw this in the bin.
Eric, it's an abomination if they fuck it up. Because they willfully and arrogantly do not understand the concepts of One Piece if they do not do that scene and Nami does not ask Luffy for help.
And she's required to stab herself in the arm, make no mistake.
Because it's the whole symbology of the whole scene.
Symbology, indeed.
Eric. And if I see anyone defend this on Twitter...
Oh, they can't...
They're getting the pitchfork. Well, why do the show? What is the point of the show if you're just not
if you're gonna butcher it?
If you're not gonna embrace the spirit...
You understand that changes need to be made.
We understand
But you
that.
can't butcher it.
Eric, that's the easiest scene to adapt. It's a woman and a knife and some blood.
And those fake Hollywood knives, which are the good that go in when you stab yourself.
Yeah, alright? So, it's an easy scene to do from a production standpoint. It's just acting and character work. Don't tell me you can't do it, because why make the show? If you can't do that, why make the show?
Well, do we know the rating? Because if it's PG, they won't do it.
Oh my god.
If it's M, they can get away with it. If it's M,
they can get away with it.
They can maybe get away with it.
Maybe not show the cutting, but there's blood splats, whatever. Show the wound, but not the actual, like...
If it's PG, they can't do it.
Oh my god.
Nami can't stab herself if it's PG. And that's a problem.
Alright. And that's... Eric, you said we couldn't go on. You said we wouldn't have enough content.
Alright.
Eric, you said...
Massive concerns, huge concerns. I feel like we're the only two that are seeing this. Literal, like, craft problems.
There's craft problems. There's definitely... This does... Eric, apparently say budget is Game of Thrones Season 1. Where did they spend the money? This does not look like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones Season 1 looks great. It's got great cinematography. It's got great sets. It's got great actors. It's got great scenes, great moments. A little corny here or there. Some of the costumes are a little shitty, but it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I'm assuming these are our episodes, right?
Yeah, they are our episodes. 8 hours, Eric.
Okay.
To get East Blue done, and that's a hour rant on a 1 minute and 40-second trailer.
Alright, what's next?
I heard Shanks.
What do the people say? Any comments?
Yeah. Thanks, Christian. It's the easiest moment in the series to do and adapt. You know, they agree with us, Eric. They agree with us.
We're not hearing no bullshit.
Alright.
We're in Shanks now.
We're in How Strong is Shanks? Every week, we come to you the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week, we give you the answer, Eric. Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is the God King. But still people out there who say Carter's the strongest.
No.
Who say Blackbeard's the strongest. There are people out there who say Sweetest man on the planet, Arcane, is the strongest. There are even people out there who say Armor is the strongest. Am I all incorrect? And every week, we come to you with 100% factual information to the table.
Facts.
Shanks is so strong that he even made it into a live action trailer. I don't see no Fraud Hawk in there, Eric. There is no sign of Mihawk to even be seen or mentioned.
So you're saying he's a fraud? Is that what you're saying?
Fraud Hawk watch continues. Shanks is stronger, Shanks the Good King. Moving on to Dog of the Show. We're changing a little gears here, Eric.
What are we talking about?
Eric, we have not talked about the actual main plot of Egghead and so on.
Okay.
Alright? I wanted to bring it back to a topic that no one is talking about right now. Will York be an actual threat in this arc, Eric? In Egghead. Because I was thinking about this earlier.
People distracted by Jay and Kizaru.
That's what I said. Everyone's distracted by Kizaru and Jay. Garcia, Saturn. Alright? Everyone's got their eye on those two. But let's not forget where we left off with York. Has Vegapunk wants to be a celestial dragon, Eric. Eric, we know that York has the same knowledge as Vegapunk. She knows about some of the ancient history. She might know about the Will of D. But she still wants to be a celestial dragon.
Yes.
What does she know? How much are we going to get from her? Are we going to get anything from her?
Calling Blackbeard on the way. People forget the Blackbeard pirates.
Blackbeard ship's on the way, Eric.
Betrayed by the government, obviously.
She knows it.
Right.
She's a smart character.
Called him Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Potentially.
York has a plan of her own. She's a third-party character. We've got Luffy, York, and the Navy. Right? And, you know, Navy counts with Seraphim, whatever. Kizaru.
I feel like there's a Bonnie thing. Maybe.
Bonnie will defeat York. Is Bonnie really concerned about... I guess she is concerned
She keeps
about
on saying I'm going to kill Vegapunk, but I don't know. Maybe York sabotaged Kuma. Maybe that's some kind of deal with the world government.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Possible.
what happened.
Obviously, I feel like this has something to do...
The Kuma flashback, by the way, has to do with God Valley.
Kuma flashback has to do with God Valley.
Has to be.
Oh, Kuma's 50...
It has to be. He's 50 something, which is old enough.
Okay.
Because why cut from it and then deliver us this whole thing and then come back to it?
Well, look, I think
he's a slave child. Where is he at? Where we know God Valley had slaves.
That's true. We also know that we learned a lot about the world government here, Eric.
Yes.
The Holy Knights. Aimu themselves.
Right.
Maybe the Gorosei.
Will the Holy Knights be in the Kuma flashback?
Well, I'm thinking about York, Eric.
Okay.
Does York know about Aimu? Because Vegapunk met with the Gorosei at some point.
No, Aimu.
Not Aimu, but did he introduce Aimu's existence?
Probably not. No one should know about that.
He's the smartest man on the planet, Eric.
Sure, but no one really should know.
How was he going to react to his Mother Flame being used as a weapon of mass destruction?
Poorly.
Is this why York wants to join the world government? To be able to use a weapon of mass destruction? So no one's thinking about Egghead.
Does York want the throne?
That's what I'm getting at, Eric.
Right.
Is this York's play to get the throne at the end of the day?
Blackbeard wants the throne.
Blackbeard does want the throne.
But things have shifted for York, Christian.
Sure. Wants to be the only Vegapunk left. Knows world government's gonna betray her, so she's got to ace up the sleeve.
Right.
You know, all types of things. So will she be an actual physical threat? No. Do you see a bit of physical threat?
Well, there might be technology.
Tech, robots. She might have a mech. Okay. But we all know Kizaru.
I think she's going to be in the plot for a long time. I think she's going to join forces with Blackbeard, be a knowledge source for
You
Blackbeard.
think she's going out of Egghead?
Technology for Blackbeard. This is a buff for Blackbeard.
So is this
She will join the Blackbeard Pirates.
So
no
obviously, I'm going to assume Vegapunk knows how to read the poneglyphs.
Right. You'd assume.
So is this Blackbeard's poneglyph?
I said this like 3 months ago. This is Blackbeard's knowledge for the poneglyphs.
So Blackbeard takes York, and that's his...
And he gets technology buffs, he gets worldly buffs.
He knows about a bunch more shit.
But more, the government might be willing to deal with him because he's got a Vegapunk.
Yeah.
Things shit like that.
So York is going to be an interesting villain.
Right.
Shown the competence already, got the job done, knows she's going to be betrayed by the government anyway. She's got a backup
She's
plan.
supposed to be the most intelligent person on the planet.
And she is so far. She knows everyone's going to fuck her.
Legit competent.
She's ready to be competent.
Right.
So she has to be competent. Right? She has to be a step ahead of everyone in the game.
Not quite that difficult to fool the Navy, but...
You know, Eric.
But
Eric, of course, all the competence and intelligence in the world cannot stop the Nika.
No.
When logic does not apply with the Nika fruit, it doesn't really matter what your plan is.
Are we taking Vegapunk to Elbaf?
It's not the question, Eric. Is Elbaf even happening?
Yes.
According to many, no.
It's happened. Like this, people forget the amount of drops of Elbaf.
Eric, we're getting so much world government drops right now. Who knows if we just don't go straight to the world government right now?
Nah. She's still got to cook.
Okay.
Shanks. What's he doing? But it's more about York and the plot around Egghead, which we'll probably come back to. Now, Luffy, please.
BD Seraphim.
Just have them on the ground, Oda.
Yeah, we don't.
Oda, please. Don't spam me.
Spare me the... Or give us an explanation of how this flame actually fucking works and how it's not stupid.
Or just have Luffy figure it out in one page. Please.
Zoro already told them how it worked.
And me.
Zoro already told them how it worked.
Christian, please. I don't want a full chapter of Luffy vs. Seraphim Kuruma. Please.
Please, Oda, don't do it. Anyway, moving on to Thunderdome. Let's go.
Thunderdome. Here we go.
Nami
Yes.
versus Caesar.
Thoughts on the gaseous flammability?
Now, if he can blow himself up, I don't think that does damage. Because he does that multiple times.
Will electricity hurt this man? Will Nami's weather abilities somehow manipulate this man? Can he freeze him?
So, Eric, the oxygen ability doesn't work because he can create oxygen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe the explosions and the swords and the whatever will do damage. But Eric, lightning affects... Does lightning affect Caesar Clown? That's the question.
Well, he can manipulate his own molecular structure to make him flammable, not flammable, etc.
He's a gas man, Eric.
Right.
Now, what is his base gas? We don't know. I would just say gas man.
Could be just oxygen. Could be nitrogen.
We all know Nami is a weather expert. Could she not work out what he's made of and exploit it?
I feel like we know Caesar is a ladies' man, Christian. Famous.
Okay, alright.
She might play that.
Using the tech, Eric. Then it hits him with the what?
The lightning tempo. The
So you're saying the lightning does
the
damage?
sword gust.
The wind attack.
Right.
You say wind attack will damage Caesar.
Does she have suction power with the staff?
I mean, like, it has a hole in it. Where it sucks him up.
Can
like
she
a vacuum.
trap Caesar in some kind of bottle? In an
Some sort
egg
of
cushion?
weather egg situation. Interesting.
No haki.
No haki.
But potentially no haki.
But has Zeus.
Speculation no haki.
Speculation on Conqueror's haki.
Right.
Alright. We even see the Black Lightning. I'm waiting for the anime for that one.
Where are you, Wing?
Where's Wing?
No.
Yeah. Where's Bushido Brown? What do you need him? But Eric, Nami vs. Caesar, what's your thoughts?
I back in Nami's intelligence to figure this out.
Yeah.
She's not gonna die.
Caesar can get gooned. Very
Yes.
hard.
Yes. I back Nami's intelligence.
Okay. We're gonna go with Nami. And there you go.
She has elemental damage, which maybe hurts Caesar.
Alright.
Questions.
Moving on to questions.
What do we got?
Questions from Dart. Why does Eric hate me? That's his name.
Dart.
Why do you hate Dart? First of all.
Just called Goblin.
Okay, you have no respect for this old goblins, Eric.
Butt access. Too
Okay.
high.
Well, he's got to remember that now. He's no longer in that game.
Good for him, man.
Alright. He's trying to play it straight these days, Eric. Alright. His actual question. Do you think it's not fair to do a Trojan X even though it's another series that no one has ever heard of? Well, that is true. He does have a point there. That no one has ever heard of Trojan.
What does he want us to do again?
To your eternity, Eric.
Right. Never gonna happen, dog.
To be fair, both of you live under a rock when it comes to manga. Hey man, I know what's in Shonen Jump. That's about it. I know about
This guy's
Berserk.
pulling deep pools.
I know about JoJo.
No one knows what he's talking about. Let's be honest.
No one knows what To Your Eternity is. I've never heard this discussed out of this
Dad,
conversation.
we don't have time to sit on Discord all day and read manga.
He's calling you out. I await your response next week, Dad. From Kuma. Hello guys, I remember the channel...
Should I do the JoJo update when we do JoJo?
Yes.
Okay.
From Kuma. Hello guys, I remember when the channel used to do one chapter reviews of manga. Do you review...
We did that recently. We did Trojan X.
We did Trojan X recently. Did you review Demon Slayer Chapter 1? Would you
No.
consider it?
Do we want to cook it?
I've heard it's generic as fuck, but...
Did you know?
I'm kind of sick of generic
Did
as
you
fuck.
know?
Mr. Morsh.
No. Did
What?
you know
What?
that there's actually no elemental effects in the manga?
I know. No, there is, but it's metaphor.
No, there's not. It's not in the manga.
It's just for the anime.
Yeah.
It's just called water. The attack's just
It's
called...
it's a sword fighting manga. There's no elemental effects in the manga.
Carried. It's carried. It is carried so hard by good anime, but Eric, we knew this. Alright? And that's fine. And that's how it is. But, you know, it is what it is there. From May D. Moon, Eric. I think the live action trailer looks good enough. You're wrong. If people don't take the giant things out of there, but things like this will never be made or tried again. It shouldn't, and it's a bankrupt idea. Animation and manga can stand on its own. You don't need a fucking Hollywood live action to be successful. This is bullshit. I don't care. Why are they making it? Eric, the source material does not fit the medium of live action.
They should have just spent the money on remaking the fucking East Blue. But this is the thing. The theory is your Netflix adaptation will enhance your IP to the West, to the general audience, and they will join the One Piece bandwagon.
Eric,
Such as The Witcher.
that was actually good. And that's a series that translates to film and television. It's like One Piece doesn't translate to film and television. It's like the hardest manga to translate to film and television.
Yeah, Christian.
It's got so many wacky abilities.
On the opposite side of the equation, Cyberpunk anime
Goated.
did very well for the Cyberpunk IP.
But it was done well. And it fit the medium. One Piece does not fit the live action medium. It doesn't make sense.
One Piece's biggest issue is just East Blue.
Eric, it's the character design, it's the goofiness, it's the larger than life characters, and it cannot be captured in live action. It is bankrupt from the start. It should not exist.
Yes.
Alright? Just like the Disney live actions. They should also not exist. But they do exist. Simply for money. There's no artistic value in them. What's the point of them? They don't serve any purpose.
Right.
Alright. Love your show. I'm glad to watch it every week. Thanks for being yourselves, even if you do end up talking shit about the live action. Well, we talked about the live shit for like an hour.
Long time.
From Harrison Berry. How perfectly did the live action nail Oda's dialogue? Why are all OP fans stuck in a cope generally saying it looks good? It doesn't, man. Dragon Ball came out big, but Potato fans were instantly able to call it out. LA trash, but not the OP stands. Twitter's a weird place, man. I don't understand how you can watch this trailer and be like, this is... Wars
did say, if I did not know what One Piece was, I would have turned it off, trailer off in like the first 3 seconds.
Yeah. That's a big issue. Alright? Also, like, look at this trailer. Does this capture the essence of One Piece? No, it doesn't. So why are you supporting it?
The general people don't know what the fucking Baratie is. It's an irrelevant shot.
There's so many irrelevant. We don't have to get into
to the general audience.
It's not even an impressive shot. It just looks like a building.
You just see like a neon sign. What kind of reveal shot is that for the fans?
It's a trailer for the fans, and it's a dumb choice, but you know. Yeah, it's bad. With Charleston, we know it's bad. Alright? We know it's bad. You know it's bad. I think everyone kind of knows it's bad.
The coat.
Alright. From Calmon and Farrah note. Which character, besides Shanks, looks the best that's most promising in a live-action adaptation?
Zoro looks decent.
Zoro is probably the most... Buggy surprisingly looks good.
But cringe potential high, but...
I mean, yeah, but that's kind of what it is.
Right.
I saw glimpses of Luffy. I'll give him that. Yeah. Michael J. Do you think the ending of the trailer makes it more cringe than it would be in the context of the show? I mean, yeah, but still, it's not a funny or interesting line. Also, because this is the context of the scene. I bet they beat the goons. Luffy does his gum gum whip, and then Zoro says, "Oh, do you really have to call out your names? It makes your attack so obvious." And Luffy goes, "Oh, every great fighter calls out their finishing attacks." And then Zoro says, "No, they don't." And then that's the whole scene. Yeah?
Something like that.
Alright, Eric. From Michael J. Do you think the ending of... I already read that. From Moya Moya. Should they have stuck with no-named attacks? I'll still be watching regardless. Yes, it doesn't make sense in live action. Please stop.
I mean, Luffy's stupid enough to do it. I can understand where they're coming from.
If Luffy's the only one who does it, fine. But please don't. Alright?
Christian famous hater of named attacks.
It's just like, it's completely immersion breaking. It doesn't make any sense. It's just an anime thing, you know?
Right.
Alright. From Thunderbolt Flash. Why is Christian coping about the staff skills? It's the only thing I've got.
They might have some soft skills. Did you think about that?
Now, Eric, how are we going to review this show? Are we going to have a segment on the show every week?
Is it
a batch release?
Are they releasing the full thing? Probably, right?
No,
that's what Netflix does.
I don't want to watch 8 hours of the show in a week.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Alright. There you go. From Darko Plex. Please! I pray you guys watch that, 3 seconds that tell you to watch. You feel if that guy is screamed Gum Gum Malpost and Gum Gum Blanket. That shit would be corny as fuck. I hope Sanji, Sanjuro don't yell their attacks. Of course, It's a scene of Fantastic Four.
Zora won't.
Zora won't. Because he says he won't.
Right.
We watched it. Yeah, it's like a Doctor Doom shitting out lighting.
Right.
Yeah, okay. And that is indeed the final question, Eric, of the show.
I imagine more material for live action will come out week by week. There'll probably be
it's out soon, Eric.
Yeah, there'll probably be
2 months.
There'll probably be a Twitter drop every week, I imagine.
Yeah, keep the marketing going.
Some kind of promotional item. We'll keep an eye on it. We're not impressed.
Eric, we thought it would be bad. We didn't think it would be this bad. Eric, I called you in the morning and said, "Have you seen this garbage?"
Listen, the only good thing about the trailer is the quality of the Sea King. So maybe the cope is that's the
actual level.
They actually finished the CG on that thing.
Yeah, that's the cope.
Right.
But it's not about the CG, Eric. It's about everything else.
Now I would be. This is my concern. This is what I see with the style choice. I think they're doing a Speed Racer anime aesthetic.
But Speed Racer was on cocaine, Eric.
Right, but in that style. Not quite that crazy.
Yeah.
But the depth of field is fucking weird as fuck. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's
with that.
The cinematography is not good.
Is it required because of these CG elements? Is it required because of this and that? I'm sure there's a lot of logistical nightmares.
Eric, they shot on set in South Africa.
Also, brother, he's got 1,000 costume changes. He can't be in the sandals one time. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
He's got 1 billion costume changes. You never see his feet. And
Eric,
he can't
you're obsessed with this man's feet.
Dude, this is the issue.
Yeah.
The sandals translates to everything.
It's the character. It's Luffy.
His hat looks like shit.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue. That's the biggest problem with this.
Imagine Shanks putting his hat on this kid.
No.
So, also, is there a child actor for Romance Dawn?
There has to be, but Eric,
or they put like this guy in like overalls.
He looks like a kid when he's drowning. But Eric, we can't. Eric, the straw hat looks like a bad anime still. When Luffy's hat looks retarded.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's ill proportioned.
Yeah. There you go. And that's the episode. Eric thought we wouldn't have enough content. He was wrong.
Man.
You don't understand how petty I can be, Eric.
Who's the DP? Who's the director? Are they big names? Are they experienced?
No.
What is the experience of these men?
Very low.
Why are we spending $100 million?
I don't understand how these...
And we don't get a good director and a good DP.
I don't understand it, Eric. Go get the Pirates of the Caribbean director and DP. You've got money coming out of your asshole. You can't get those guys.
No, they're going to spend on sets and monsters. I imagine that's where all the fucking money went. It's the CG.
Alright, that's it. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King.
Good night. God help us on this fucking live action. The carpet will be in